What is good, guys? Today I've got a little bit of good news and kind of some bad news. The good news is we got a new car to drive and drift and have a whole bunch of fun, and it's a JZ, so it's super reliable. Bad news is I got rid of the 33.4. You know, Adam LZ was just hitting me up and like, man, you got to get rid of the RB. They're super unreliable. The moment you want to, you know, do something awesome, and then they just break down all the time. So I joined the JZ family and got a JZX100, a chaser. So let's get into it. Let's show you guys everything about it. Got it for an absolute steal, but before we get to that, all jokes aside, this car is actually owned by my friend Phil. He's just moved here to Japan. He's been here for a month now.
Correct.
He works on the military base somewhere close by. We're not gonna get him doxxed. But yeah, we actually met. He's a subscriber. We met in the Discord channel. So if you're not a member yet on that, make sure you hit the join button and jump in the Discord. But yeah, so you work on aeroplanes on base, and he just picked up this JZX100 for an absolute steal. So today, I've never driven a JZX100, so we're gonna jump in, I'm gonna drive it, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a review, kind of like what I did with the Subaru R2. Anyways, enough talking, let's just jump into it. So this Chaser actually used to be a auto car that was converted to manual. Sounds pretty good, sounds loud. Hang on, let's work out where this clutch is. Okay. We're pretty good. It's a lot lighter than what I'm used to. Let's put the windows up. All right, that's better. We can hear each other now. So my first impressions are like, it feels very big to drive. And that's probably a lot to do with the type of seats and everything that are in the car. Because it's like...
It is a big car.
It's like a VIP kind of chassis, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so we've just gone on the main road. We're heading to Up Garage. I'm pretty keen to kind of like open this up. Now everything's kind of factory on the car, so it's going to be interesting to kind of get the feel of what a JZX100 feels like in factory condition. I know like for you guys that have driven one before, this probably seems like nothing, but for me, I'm kind of actually interested in this chassis because potentially, you know, who knows, I could end up with something like this in the future, either an Ebisu as a practice car or even a comp car. Although I'm pretty stuck on an S15. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely stock boost, like 8 PSI or something?
I have no idea. Slow.
Yeah, it doesn't have like a big kick, but it has a really nice smooth curve the way it comes on. Let's like drop her into third. I think we're going slow enough a second. Yeah. Nice little bob there as well. Yeah, it feels nice to drive, but it definitely has that like big kind of boaty feel. Just because I'm not used to this chassis whatsoever. So what are your plans with the car?
So pretty much get rid of all the little squeaks, creaks, stuff that's wrong right now. Bothers me from the previous, I don't like that. Little things. Yeah. Fix it all up, make it reliable. Not that it's not reliable now, it's a 1J, clearly it's reliable. Clearly. But get everything figured out and then modify to be a daily driver track day car, you know, learn how to drift, as you were saying.
Simple time stallion kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And then once I got that figured out and I'm comfortable, then I want to go after more, let's call them radical mods, more power, more. So you thinking of like going like down the route of like billet forward facing plenum with like a massive top mount turbo, that type of kit? Yeah, that would be nice.
This thing sounds so different to my 33.4. I mean, obviously the RB and the JZ have a very distinct different sound, but it's fun to drive because it has power, it has torque, but it's just in a chassis that I'm not used to. It feels so weird. Love it. You've got a really good car here. This is such, like, I can't wait to see you kind of come from this, do your mods to get it kind of feeling like a little bit more planted to the ground and grippier,
right? And
then get out there and start learning and having fun. And as you're doing that learning process, you learn more about your car and your chassis, and you make those changes to like suspension, control arms, and all that stuff to get it feeling tighter and more like controllable on the track.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to feel how the car is now driving, and it's like pretty much stock form with camber in the rear and everything like that. And when you've been driving this for probably about a year and learning how to drive and stuff like that on the circuit, it's going to feel like an entirely different car. I'm pretty excited to feel the difference and the change.
It'll be cool.
Yeah, and it'll all be like, you'll be able to see it either through your videos when you start making videos on a channel, if you make a channel in the future, I'm not sure. But like, you know, same on my channel, like if I'm going to a drift day, I'm going to be giving you guys updates on how Phil's doing, whether he sucks or not. It's going to be
I'll suck in the beginning.
Everyone sucks in the beginning, and that's the first thing you have to accept. So we've just arrived at Up Garage, and we're going to go inside and have a little bit of a shop. They've got some cool stuff here actually. Wow, look at that NSX there. We'll take a quick look at that, and there's a really nice Subaru on display. It's going to be cool. Check out some of the stuff here. See if we can find some goodies for you.
Maybe.
All right, so we've just parked here next to this really clean 180SX. This thing looks incredible. Got the Omori boost gauge attached to the steering column with a yay Okachan parts. Okachan water temp meter version 2. It's a Type X rear in there. It's got the wing and everything and the tail lights. Super clean. Midnight purple as well, so that's really nice. And behind me, we've got a 2-door R34. One of these Lexus, what is it, an IS200, I think?
GS430.
The GS430. Really nice paint job and wheels to match. There's the Hakuche JZX100. There's a Mark II here. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's got some interesting wheels with a nice bit of tuck there. Looks good. And then there's this, so this is the VZR. So this will have the SR20 in it. And it's pretty much Itasha wrapped. Super cool. I bet you he grips this. Has a bit of fun in it. He's definitely a fan of anime and manga, as you can tell by his towels and things in the back. The stickers are everywhere. The roof, even on the roof. Super cool. God, I love how unique people are here in Japan. And things just keep getting better. Super clean NSX here. This thing looks insane. I got to get him one of these one day and take him for a drive. Right-hand drive, so this is a genuine JDM one. There's a lot of left-hand drive ones here from the States. Yeah, they imported a whole bunch from the States for some reason. And then there's a 4-door R34 GTR here. Super clean. It's idling right now, so I guess he's keeping the AC running.
It is quiet.
Yeah. Oh, dude, these factory are super quiet. Really clean WRX SDI. So we've just been taking another look at this NSX, and I noticed that it's got this turbo badge on there, and I'm like, hang on a minute, these didn't come out turbo. Did he turbo swap it? And then I saw that his whole rear window, he's got the engine cover off so you can see the motor, and he's got a blow-off valve there and all the piping, and if you look really carefully, I'm not sure if you can see it, there is a turbo kit on this, and wow, that is awesome. It must be so difficult to fit everything in there, especially because these things have a V6.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is so cool. I'd love to see it like with all the panels off so I could see how it's all done. Which explains why he doesn't have an exhaust coming out on this side. Oh wow, he's actually got an oil cooler chilling in there. This thing looks sick. That bob sounds good. Okay, so now that we're back from Up Garage, we're running out of light, and I forgot to actually do the walk around at the start of the video, so we're gonna do that now. But as you can see, just by getting a good look at this is a really good clean example of a JZX100. Coming around to the rear, super clean. The car's been resprayed, I think, pearl white at some point. It's hard to tell because of this lighting, but it actually does have a really nice pearl paint job. And the engine bay is super stock. Can you pop that for me, Phil? It's got modest mods, so you know you've got a nice Greddy front mount intercooler kit, and this is one of the first gen ones, so it's got a lot of the cast intercooler pipes that come off like here, the throttle body section. And as you can see, like it hasn't been super molested in the engine bay like a lot of these JZX 100s normally are. You can see it's got the typical JDM earthing wire kit. And got a nice Duran strut brace, and then pretty much all the, you know, general JZ factory stuff. It's like even still got the factory radiator, which he just got a new part for actually. We just got a new radiator for him. It's in the boot from Up Garage. He's running, I think, the Workomotion CR Kaiwamis, I think they're pronounced, or Kaiwami. I can't remember the pronunciation. Little bit of camber in the rear, which isn't too bad. And then here's this aftermarket kind of no brand, I think, but it's still going to be good for his needs because he just needed to put an alloy one in there, so that'll keep him going. A little bit extra capacity there as well, which is great. But otherwise, it's a super clean example of a good JZX 100. The interior is just, it's immaculate. You got to look at this. Like, I hope the lighting does this justice, but factory steering wheel, the factory VIP seats, as you would have seen in the driving video, shifter, handbrake, it's got the drift button there as well. It's super good. Overall, I think Phil's done a really good job with this car, especially for his first like track kind of car to start getting on the track with and driving with. Or car he bought in Japan, period, yeah. And he's planning to stay here long term. I think he's gonna try to stay here entirely for the rest of his life, maybe. So, welcome, man. All right, so I'm pretty much done for the day. I just finished making dinner and eating with May, and now I'm getting ready to start editing. I've got a video that's going out tomorrow to edit. Then I'm gonna start editing tonight as well. This video, because I wanna have it queued up because this will be going out on Tuesday. I've challenged myself this week to try and get a video out for every day this week to try and like kickstart the daily videos I wanna do while I'm in Australia. We fly out on Sunday night here, so time's definitely running out, and I really think it's a good way of kind of like boosting the algorithm on YouTube and seeing if I get new subscribers and more people like checking out the channel and things like that. But anyways, today was an awesome day. I had heaps of fun hanging out with Phil, like being able to show him the up garage here. He was able to get some parts, and just in general, like being able to drive a JZX 100 for a while to kind of like feel what they're all about, because like, you know, there's a bunch of hype around them, like, and like if you watch Mayhem Inc. and those guys, like they just keep getting more and more of them, and I'm like, man, what's so like catchy about them? To me, I've always driven Skylines and Nissans, so when I jumped in the JZX 100, it felt so strange. And look, it's not, I don't think it's something that I can just jump in and feel comfortable in right away. So I'm kind of curious. I want to drive one that's like set up for the track and stuff. So I'm curious to see how the car feels as Phil modifies it for him to get comfortable in on the track and stuff like that. And like maybe in a year do a comparison video, kind of like compared to today and then how it feels later on. And we can do that at a circuit and take it for a slide or something like that, if Phil lets me, of course. But anyways, yeah, it was just cool to experience something new. I mean, obviously, I didn't get on it too hard because it's not my car, and I want to make sure I look after other people's cars. But yeah, it was just an awesome opportunity. So thanks heaps, Phil. And yeah, if you do end up starting a channel, Phil, I'll make sure I'll shout that out to you guys so you guys can check out his maintenance videos and working on the car and modifying it and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, like I said, I need to get to editing. I really hope you did enjoy this video. There's a whole bunch more content coming this week. If you have anything you want to see me like cover in videos, like whether it's just me explaining stuff or running you through things here in Japan or stuff that I haven't shown in depth of, please let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys some more content that you want to see me produce. I take all of that on board and like write it all down like in my notes and stuff like that to try and like go backwards and forwards on and see if I can add that kind of content in the videos in the future. But anyways, I've been rambling on. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash all the social media down in the description. And Discord, guys, if you're not on the Discord, join the Discord. That's like how I meet and hang out with a lot of you guys when you're visiting here in Japan. As long as my schedule lines up with yours, I'm always down to hang out and show you guys around. But anyways, that's it for now. Catch you in the next videos, guys. Ja mata ne.